So
Like a switching from.
but I'm
playing
still having that problem.
Why? What?
Uh,
No, okay. You can play tennis for 3 hours, forget your time. But same situation I want to create as for studying. How are
Right.
you going to do this?
I don't. I actually. To be honest with you, embarrassingly, I'm almost 50 years old. I still, if I'm not interested.
But it's possible, is it? But actually, you devoting 3 hours for playing
Oh,
tennis.
sure.
But possible, right?
Sure. If
Yeah.
I'm interested, I'm interested. So what I do, I always do just whatever I'm interested in. So so I'm kind of like lazy in that respect. That's also why I probably changed jobs quite frequently, and so I study whatever I'm interested in. And if I'm interested in, I have no problem at all. But if I actually want to do something else, if I'm not interested,
Okay, I can tell you, playing tennis is just forget time. But little bit moving toward is reaching to neutral, and no patient, no something, just 100 normally no effort. But moving toward, I never do that. Okay, just the other end. The other end is I'm willing to do that. The other end, never try to do that. But you try to make an effort. Your mindset is shifting more the other side. And finally, I want to do that. But this is, if you change your mind, this is he's favorable, what you wanted to do. This is not impossible. Human being is very flexible, right? But how we're going to change their mind and change the attitude for studying? This is what my big concern. So this is currently I am thinking about every day, how we're going to change my mind. Okay, I can concentrate, I can get a status of flow status for reading, for doing something. But how can I go into that situation in the case of if I'm not interested in doing things? But how can going to change this situation? Okay, in my whole life I have a lot of things which I don't want to do that. Okay, but I tell my rational mind, no, emotional mind, you need to change your mind. You'd like to do that. Finally, he just changed his mind. Okay, he agreed with that. Then he just making a 200 performance.
You know what I think when I think about it, when am I concentrated, right? Even though if I'm not I'm not so interested, but when am I really concentrated is when I have limited time. So if I need to finish something before, because I need to finish this because I have a meeting at 4, so I need to leave here at 3. Therefore, I only have 1 hour to complete this task.
This is one method.
Then I very much concentrated and just try to finish it because I otherwise I cannot finish it. Then I'm in trouble. So basically, if I am
This
possible
is one method.
in actually focusing everything in a limited time, then I can be concentrated.
This is one method.
So that's the only idea I have.
This is one method.
If I have more time, I just spread it out and I become unfocused, not concentrated.
We have many ways to do that.
Takai-san, how good are you at concentrating and focusing on something? Are you easily distracted? So, for example, do you read the news while you're working or not?
News.
You read the news? Yeah, me too. Me too. I can get distracted a lot.
What do you mean news?
Oh, for example, while I'm working, I all of a sudden start to read news about Trump or about what happened today. It has nothing to do with my job, but nevertheless, I spend time doing that, and then I need to go back to my job. Concentrate. Another 30 minutes later, I'm going to check my email.
This is
Not good.
Take rest, right? Take rest is very important.
Right, but it should not be necessary, because if you're in a flow, you don't even think about opening the news, because you're doing what you want to do. But I am just doing it because I have to do it, and then I'm going to do something else. And not that I'm so much interested in the news.
Oh, even I'm doing that. I'm 1 hour concentration, then checking mail, checking news, and checking another thing, right? So it's need to change your mind.
Even when you are coding in COBOL?
No.
No, exactly.
Depending on what kind of work I do.
So there are not so many things that I can be doing and be as concentrated and focused as when you were programming.
Coding is a very good example. This is 3 hours, 4 hours. Immediately forget the time consumed. Coding is very easy to get concentration. Easy case, okay? But not coding, but doing work. Like I worked with Yamaha Motor Corporation at Hamamatsu for almost 10 years. From morning till 10 evening, and it's the status of flow. I try to save 1 minute from morning till night, because this is
you were coding for Yamaha?
not coding. This is making a system, but this was how to change the shop floor or factory, and that was very interesting. This is actually there are lots of redundant work and how to change. And countless, improvement we can ask them to do that. So that's the reason I just devoting for that work. Of course, I just based upon system.
But why can you concentrate? Because you are doing what you want to do most at that time. I think that's the continuous conflict in everybody's mind. Like, okay.
Yeah, emotional I is so devoting. Not rational. Rational is not usually that normal work, but the emotional I, unconscious I, is what kind? He's a kind of person is not so much motivated. Very difficult to
the unconscious.
Very difficult to force him to work. But as soon as he's interesting, as soon as he's feel good thing, he's running so fast. Because this is just only brain, right? He's just not hand or leg, and actually not body, but his brain. He is that decided, okay, I'm very happy, I'm did this week, I want to do that one. So quickly he's running around. This kind of situation, keep going, okay, just only tell him a lie, whatever. I okay, just keep going. Suddenly he might be stopped. Why you stop? I lost interest. Right? So try to give him another, interesting issues. Sort of things I just reaching at that point. You said okay, and time limit, okay, and you have just only next 2 hours that I'm rushing to finish this one, and maybe you're emotional. Okay, I'm going to support you.
Yeah. I'm going to, emotionally, I also realize that I need to do it, otherwise I'll be in trouble. That's my biggest priority.
By the way, let's stop, this recording.